Bam. Okay. Now you can hear me, right? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we live? Still no sound? What is up? Still nothing? Or can you hear me? Yes, you can. Oh, okay, great. Uh, all right, cool. You got me now. That's perfect. Now I'm going to remember what I just pressed. Everything is rigged. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of CT After Dark during the day. And I'm extremely excited to bring you this episode today. I am in an incredible mood. I'm so glad you guys are here. Look at this. Look at all this. Yes. Look at all the yes. I can hear you. I can hear it. I love it. Yes, you can hear it now. Perfect. Cool. Let's see. Where did it go? I see Tangerine up in this thing? Um, Comments are coming through quick. I appreciate you guys commenting and staying active. There's Tangerine right there. Nice. Okay, cool. Louisville in the building. Nice. Y'all always come in. If you fresh and brand new here, tell me exactly what city you watching me from or country, because I know you guys are watching from all over the world. I'm extremely grateful about that. Now, if you don't know what this is a late night talk show during the day. I said I got tired of seeing the amount of shows that weren't really catering to us on television, man, and you don't get a chance to see it. Anybody gonna give it to me, so I had to do one. So not only am I a content creator, I am also a game show host, and I am also a late night television host where I get to talk to some amazing people from around the world and my people. Now, also, it wouldn't be a show if I did not start this show off right by telling you guys that not only myself, but my guests will be having their cash apps right here. They charge me nothing to do the show, and I would love for you guys, if you want to bless them, go ahead and bless them. Their cash apps will be on the screen as well. We give you so much free content. So if you guys want to treat it like Netflix and treat it like a pay-per-view, we allow and accept all blessings when they come in. You can hit the cash app. And what's even more incredible about this is the minute that you hit a super chat or a cash app for any of us, what we like to do is stop the show right there and thank you personally, because you guys have hard-earned money and you guys work hard for it, and we want to show you how much we appreciate it by thanking you individually for your donation. We don't say the amounts because I never want anybody to feel slighted or feel like they didn't give enough or they gave too little. I want everybody to feel appreciated, as you should be. So with that said, let me start off by showing y'all something that I saw that was purely hilarious today. Check this out.
Good morning, beautiful. Just want to let you know I've been thinking about you all night. Last night I had such a... Bitch, wake up. You ain't sleep, ho.
Let me tell you something. I don't know why people are like this, because men do that as well. You find you a good girl, and the minute that she shows some interest in you, you immediately like, where's the girl who doesn't want me? First guest of today, I am bringing you a young lady. She is a content creator. She is a model. She is super creative. She is so prevalent in this community that we like to call the internet. I am so glad for you to meet her today. She's one of my favorite people that I hadn't even got a chance to meet in person, but I'm a big fan of her work. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome the amazing Cassandra Lee. How are you?
I feel like I should be like, all your hands. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Shaking all your hands. How's your day going?
Yo, it's going good. It's been crazy. I just moved.
Where'd you move? What area?
Like Woodland Hills area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Were you already in the valley?
Nah, I was down on the west side, Marina.
Oh, you make a huge difference. You're around the other side of the world now.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Let me start this off before we even get into it. The question of the day, folks. Question of the day. What is the worst date you've ever been on, and what happened? I want you to take us away with this right now, Cassandra Lee. Worst date you've ever been on. What happened?
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Tangerine, man. First of all, I just saw Tangerine here. Like, I feel like we've been in the same place and never met, and you and I have never met. This is crazy.
Never, yeah.
This is. Look at us now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So check it. The worst date I've ever been on. Shoot, what was the worst? I don't know if I have. Okay, I'll tell you this. I think I've been on pretty good dates. I feel like I haven't had a really crappy date, but
nice.
I was ending the dating with somebody, right? Like we weren't serious. We were just dating casually. And after a few months, I was like, I think I'm going to end this. Now he was trying to make it serious. So we both hit each other up like, yo, I need to talk. Right. And he said the same thing. So he takes me out to this like fancy spot in New York. Right. You guys know I'm from the East Coast. Fancy spot in New York. I'm looking at these prices and I'm like, well, I'm not about to buy anything on here because I'm about to hurt this boy's feelings.
That's very considerate. Keep going. I'm listening.
Considerate. And he was just insisting, no, come on, order. I was like, nah. He's like, at least dessert. So he orders this like chocolate fondue dessert.
Yeah.
So pretty much he tells me that he kind of wants to make it serious now. And I'm telling him, I don't want to make it serious. Oh my gosh, this was the worst experience ever, because in that moment he was fine. He was cool with it. But as soon as we get in the car and start heading back, it flipped a switch, bro. It flipped a switch. I was like, do you know who I am? Like, you cannot treat me like this. No. I guess this is better now than later. You know what I'm saying? Got a little heated. So, but yeah.
So y'all rolled together and you still planned on doing this at the restaurant.
And maybe that was my bad.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is what happened. I met him up at his place, and I said I could meet you there, but he insisted. And then we went in his car, and I was like, well, now this sucks. I got to go get my car. And now we in this awkward car ride. And he wanted me to come into his place. And I was like, no. And he was like, I don't do the whole friend thing. So he was like, if you leave here today, I'm never going to see you again. He was like really happy about his like DJ equipment. He wanted me to see his DJ equipment. I was like, okay, fine. That was the biggest mistake right there. Cause then it got low. And I was like, yo, I'm a 3rd degree black belt back. Go.
Whoa, hold on. How did it go from DJ equipment to you saying 3rd degree black belt? He was trying to fight you?
Yo, he said, I think this was the words that made me go, I'm so glad we ended it. He said, I'm going to be rich. And I said, I'm like, you think I give it? What? I'm going to be rich. Like, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's back up. So here's the thing. When you decided, the problem is you said, I'm going to ride in my car and I'm going to meet him there and we're going to do this. And he convinced you somehow to ride with him. That's number one. You never ride with somebody that you're about to break up with.
I know.
Never. That's one.
I was young.
2, the second thing is you roll back with him. So this is where you want to be like, you know what? I already broke the ice with it. Now I'm going to just get a cab, or I'm going to wait here and call my friends to meet me here. But going back with him, then going into the place. Oh,
let me tell you this, right? I think I was 18 years old. I was young. I was really young. I was 18 years old. And we lived in New Jersey, so going into the city was pricey. So we both could save money going together. So it was like one of those situations. You can't just go into the city. I was young. He was older, but.
So how old was he in comparison? Like if you were 20, how old was he?
He was 9 years. Yeah. 9 years older. 8 or 9. Yeah.
I can stall him out because he's a man, but that's kind of.
I don't know, man. I was just shocked. And it was, the crazy part was that he was a cool ass dude. Like friend wise, we would kick it. But the chemistry wasn't there for me. But
so was the chemistry, like, did y'all smash, or was it was never a smash thing?
Every time we were getting intimate, I couldn't get myself there. You know
really weren't even attracted to this guy.
I wasn't, and I tried to. Like he was such a cool dude, man. I swear. I'm like a dude friend. I hang out with a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I always get along with dudes, but for some reason, I couldn't get there. There was a block for me.
That, what's crazy about that is I remember I was dating this girl years ago, and it was like the opposite effect. Like we had great chemistry, and then one day we didn't. Like one day we looked in each other's eyes at the most inappropriate moment and knew it's run its course. Like we were no longer attracted to one another. So like I've had that.
It's so weird. And like it's so necessary in a relationship. Like if you can't get yourself to go there, it's not gonna work. Everything is perfect. Everything else is perfect. But I couldn't get myself to go there. And that's when I was just like, I can't really do this,
Never heard a woman explain why there's a friend zone. So, yeah, but here's the thing: the friend zone exists. Unfortunately, it was created for a lot of good guys that did not go into the woman's expectations of them. So, like, for example, it's like the guy's in love with her, but she's not in love with him. So she's like, oh, but he's a great guy. I want to keep him around.
Right.
And then it just became crazy. Dudes start adding girls to the friend zone, and then the whole world just turned upside down.
Like, for me, I'm like, I like to hang out. I like I'm a very big people person. I love being around people. It actually fuels me. I like to talk. I like to engage. So when I find somebody is dope, if you're just intrigued with me by one thing, I'm not, then it's not gonna work. But if you're cool with, and I'm like, let's just be friends. I feel like that's the best place for me. You know what I mean? But
so give me what is your type? What are you attracted to?
Man, okay, so I'm married, right? And we have a girlfriend. So
nice.
I don't know
if I definitely will get into that. Keep going.
So my type back in the day when I was a kid, it was like Latinos. Like, I don't know why. I just have this is my weak spot. Latinos just get me. I don't know what it is. But as I've gotten older, I'm starting to get attracted. And I told my husband this. I told my girlfriend this. Like, I'm starting to see an attraction for many different people. And yeah, but I'm off the market. So.
So here's the thing. So let's get into this. You're married. I'm assuming he's Latino just off of how your face lit up speaking about the Latin community. I love Latino. Shout out to my Latin brothers and sisters right there. So the tangerine shot. Yeah, she's married. So interesting. You're married. Who was first? Like, was your girlfriend in the mix first, or was your husband?
I've been married 8 years. So him first. Yeah. So after that story I just mentioned where I broke up with the dude, I was like, man, forget relationships. I'm gonna go back to just having fun. I met my husband. And then that was it. The first time I met him, I just deleted everyone else's number. Yeah, not intentionally. He was literally like somebody I just said, I'm just going to add to the Rolodex, you know? You know what I'm saying? But it just, we connected in a way I've never connected with anyone. So yeah, he's Latino. So it was me and him first. We moved to LA. We began exploring an open marriage. And then we met our girlfriend 2 years after that. So we've been together with her 2.5 years. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna ask this question and I'm gonna get into like, okay, this makes sense. Because Tangerine and I had this question. We had a conversation about this like a week ago, literally to the day. So when it comes to your lady, you have your girlfriend. Is it also his girlfriend?
Yeah. We're all three in a relationship. Yeah.
So with that, do you only deal with these two, or do you deal with other people outside of them?
No. So right now we are a closed relationship. So it's just the three of us. Yeah.
That is amazing. So I'm assuming you had to have brought this to him, because no guy can ever say, hey, so check this out, baby. Well, what I'm trying to do is, you understand me? So how did it happen?
Man, I mean, it was so mutual. It was so mutual. Like we I think I pushed for it a little bit though. I think he was probably maybe afraid to like say like, let's do this. I think we would joke about it a lot when we first got married. So we would make a whole bunch of jokes, and then, we got to a certain point where I just wanted to be so open and so honest with him. Like I wanted to know him the way he knew himself. And vice versa. Like, so if I get any thought that I get, I don't judge myself for that thought. You don't judge yourself for your craziest thoughts, right? I wanted that with him. I wanted him to be able to tell me anything and to feel like I'm his best friend. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah.
So we started communicating in that fashion. And then we just said, like, he went to this event and this guy was like, it was an event. He thought it was a business event. He's a very businessman. He's an entrepreneur. So he went thinking it was a business networking event, and it was a pickup artist event. So it was this dude teaching a whole bunch of dudes how to pick up women.
That's hilarious. I love it.
So he was like, well, how did I get here? And then he really enjoyed the psychology of what he was teaching. So he took him out for a drink and was like, yo, I like the psychology you teach. I'm not here for that side. And he was like, why not? He was like, well, I'm married. And then he was like, so? And he was like, well, I'm happily married. And then he was like, well, can your marriage not sustain an openness? And he felt like tricked, like he couldn't say yes or no because either one was not really a correct answer.
Yeah.
So he brought that question to me, and I was like, absolutely, we can totally handle that. Like, I feel like he's my rock. We're best friends. You know,
Yeah.
no one could come in between that.
I love it.
And that was it. That's when we decided. And then we just were open in that sense. Not like we were swingers, but, you know, just we kept an honest and open communication. And if we wanted to pursue something without the compromise of each other, we did.
That is, and first of all, everybody hit the Cash App if you haven't already. We're going to refresh and definitely thank you as it is going on. First of all, a major, or did you get a Cash App?
No, I'm looking just in case, because
Okay,
I
cool.
want to say thank you, like you said.
Definitely. I want to give you a major applause for the maturity that you and your husband have and had at that moment to be able to get to that point. Not only get to that point, but to be able to say, you know what, this is exactly what we can deal with, and this is how we can deal with it, because that is extremely rare in any circumstance. Two, this is the conversation we'd had. I had spoken to my boy maybe like a couple days prior to having the conversation with Tange, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm, you know, where I am financially in my life, I can do this. Like, we could have 7 girlfriends, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, really think about that. Like, think about the small things. Think about what the girl might be allergic to, what she has to eat, what her diet is, what when her cycle lines up, is it gonna line up with Tange's? Is that one of those things where do y'all sleep all together? Do you guys have separate rooms? What does her family deal with? Are you gonna have a relationship with her and Tange is, or is it just gonna be you and not Tange? And how's that gonna be? Are you gonna split up days? And when he said it, I was like, these are amazing questions.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for those. And I said I had only wanted the idea of it, right? And Tange and I had the conversation, and we came to our conclusion where I was like, okay, maybe I don't want that, but I want X, Y, and Z. So how did it break down logistically with you guys with that, like with the food or who sleeps where?
Oh man, so finding like a rhythm was rough in the beginning. When she moved in 2.5 years ago. And that was just hard to figure out. Like, we didn't have a game plan. And in fact, when we would look it up, no one was talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's no one really out there. So we have our own like YouTube channel, we have our own TikTok, Instagram, everything, where we just literally talk about everything. Because
amazing.
Yeah, because oh man, it was rough. The beginning was the hardest. You know, now there's such a rhythm and flow. Where do you put your clothes? You know, who's the cook? Who we usually handle the bills this way. How, you know, it was very, very, very difficult, especially like arguments. You know, she didn't know how to handle when we argued. You know, we knew what the other person needed because we've been doing that 6 years when she came in.
Right.
You know, so just things like that was very difficult. But eventually, you merge. It merges just like a lane going into the freeway. You know, you eventually start merging it, and then now it's just it's so good. And again, like on that channel, we're honest because no one's talking about it, and there's no right or wrong way to do it, and it's not going to be the same for you as it is for me. Everyone has a uniqueness to it. I know, you know, relationships that they do sleep separately. I know, you know, we sleep all together. You know, everyone's different, and you can do it differently. There's no cookie cutter way. We just feel we're just going to talk about it, fall flat on our face, get back up. You know, it's just, that's how it is. We're just honest about it. So,
wow, I love that. Like that, first of all, hilarious as a comment pops up, loving me on the family sitcom that I'm on. So thank you so much for the love, fam. So with that, I love it. I love how you guys handle it. Let me ask you this. First of all, also thank you so much for being so vulnerable with me. And you know, audience, how did you guys as family accept it? Like, how did they deal with it?
That was rough, man. So when we were open, we ain't had to tell nobody, right? That was just our business. So no one knew. Families treating us all normal. They have no idea, you know. But now we're feeling something for somebody. And, you know, do we allow ourselves to be vulnerable to that emotion and feel that a once in a
Mhm.
lifetime thing or never feel it again, or I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we allowed ourselves to feel it. And then that means now we got to talk about it, because when you're coming over to say hi to me or visiting me in California, you have someone there.
Yeah.
So we eventually had to start telling people, and it was rough, you know. I have had family members like no longer talk to me.
Mm.
I have had family members, you know, stop talking to me, and now they've come around. Some just say they'll never come around. Um, he was, you know, 6 years before we started, you know, our relationship. So
I love it.
some of them
The
disowned him.
relationship.
Yeah, our relationship. Some of them disowned him, and it's like crazy because he was like really embedded in the family already.
Hmm.
And then, you know, then we have like really huge supporters. You know, some don't accept, but still are around and communicate and love them dearly. You know, they
Hmm.
just are honest about like, hey, we don't agree with it, but
Yeah.
that's fine. And then some have come back around, you know, which is good. Right now it's chill. I kind of like, I don't really give a crap if you don't agree or whatever. It's like now everyone knows, and we can live our life and we can be
Yeah.
happy, and hopefully we can all have a family time one day, you know?
So this just popped up. Um, what happens if you end up wanting another man? Not as far as relationship, but if you're like, yo, I want this or another woman, what happens?
Right. Yeah. So right now we're closed, but we have the honest communication still happening, you know?
Hmm.
So if any one of us is ever in a situation where we're, you know, wanting to experience something, or just, I don't know, like we just really talk
Hmm.
about anything. And right now it'll be compromising right now.
Hmm.
But, we are also aware that if we want to head down that path later, you know, that's something we can talk about. But right now it's just us. We chilling, you know, we
Nice.
having a good time. So
Also, everybody, when you're typing your comments, please don't curse. I want to be able to show your comments on the screen. And if you curse, I can't have that up there because you bring down the monetization. Now, anyway, Cassandra, so now last question with this. How does it work? Let's say when kids come around, like if you get pregnant or if she gets pregnant and one of you don't, you know, how do you guys handle that? Is it still back to the communication or something else?
yeah, in the beginning I was like, I got dibs on firstborn. Okay. um, that's how it was in the beginning. You know, now I feel like we're just all one. We don't really care who gets one first.
Mhm.
I still would hope it would be me, but I wouldn't be upset if it accidentally happened the other way around.
Mhm, mhm.
We all don't want kids right now, but we are looking to have them. Hopefully the ideal situation would be me, then her, and then maybe
Mhm.
both of us simultaneously. You know,
Yeah,
we'll see, you know, that'd be fun.
nice little
So,
village.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is amazing. So tell me, how did you get into creating content? Like, how does that from your life on the East Coast to coming out here and getting into it? You know, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, all these things, but what made you want to make the jump into getting into it?
Yeah, that's a good question. So like acting has always been my everything. Acting, music, like I just always loved it, and it was my biggest goal. If anyone from my past, like from my high school kid, as a child, whatever, they
Hmm.
know this has been my dream. And so I was always vocal about it. And I built a little bit of it, like just like a resume building stuff in New York.
Hmm.
Met my manager, got signed to LA, started doing the auditioning route here, but it's just so slow.
Yeah.
Hollywood is so slow, you
Yeah.
know, and that's okay. But at the same time, I wanted to create. I wanted to use this gift. I wanted to sharpen it.
Hmm.
And so I started creating content myself. I had a little crew at
Hmm.
first when I first got here. But it felt like I wanted it more than everyone else.
Mm.
And so then it became draining. And so then I said, you know, let me get on my feet and then I could start a crew again, or we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that. I stopped creating because it just got so discouraging.
Hmm.
And then I ran into Ja, and I ran into him, Ja, Craig, Minx, ran into all of them about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, you funny. And I was just like, oh, cool, thanks, whatever, you know. And then I didn't know who they were. I
Yeah.
had no idea who they were. I mean, I don't think they were who they are now.
Yeah.
And so then they were like, yo, let's do a video. We did a video. and that went off. Then we did Lesbian Homie, and then that went off. And so I said, I'll just keep creating content for other people. I'll keep guest starring, and keep auditioning. And then the homie Ken hit me up.
With TV.
Yeah, he's the man. I love that dude.
I love him too, man.
Yeah, he hit me up and he was like, bro, you got fans. Like, you need to start your own shit. It's not like, So I was like, I took his words really seriously. I think I started it like a week later. And that was it. I started running now I'm writing, now I'm directing, now I'm producing, now I'm doing it all. And now doors are starting to open, which is great. So
that's incredible. So I'm gonna pop you out. I'm gonna bring my second guest in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pop you out. I'm gonna bring you back in probably in about 45. So if you dip out, I'll just text you when to come back in, so you're not waiting around. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Cassandra Lynn.
Woo! Shaking the hand, shaking the hand, shaking the hand, shaking the hand.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest right now is an enormous brand new talent. And when I say enormous, I say because her future is extremely bright. There's another young lady I haven't had the opportunity to meet or work with yet, but it is on the way. And I, just like I saw Cassandra, I'm like, yo, let me reach out to this young lady because she seems super dope. And I've heard amazing things about her work ethic. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Organic Charlene.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good and blessed.
Nice. That's dope. So first of all, let's start with the question of the day. The question of the day is, as it pops up, what is the worst date you've ever been on and what happened?
That's a great question.
I'm gonna give you the screen. You go ahead and take that.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I'm going through a divorce right now after 20 years. So I've never dated. I've been with the same man for 20 years. So I'm looking forward to my first worst date.
That is okay, interesting. So take me back to how long were you married again, and what was the catalyst for the breakup?
I was married for 20 years, got married when I was 18. 39 now, guys. I'm an old lady.
You are not an old lady.
But I, without getting into something so heavy this day, sometimes you just grow apart and things just don't work out.
True.
Especially when you get married so young.
Yeah.
You find that after 20 years, you've changed tremendously. Yeah, you've changed tremendously.
Crazy.
And I have a really long story that I won't bore everyone with, but
give us the bullet points then. If you just, because it's long, give me the bullet points.
So we are dealing with a military family. Domestic abuse.
Wait 1 second, and I hate to interrupt on domestic abuse because there's nothing funny about that. On the show, as you see, Charlene's Cash App is up, just like you saw Cassandra's Cash App. You see my Cash App. We stop the show and thank everybody for your donation, for blessing us. I would like to thank Thomas for saying the content being on point. Blessings to you, fam. Team CT Clap, thank you so much for the love. I also see a super chat that is right here from the Zero Horn Show. Love the transparency. Love Cassandra and Shar. Great show. Thank you so much. Team CT Clap for you, baby girl. Now continue, please, Charlene.
Oh, well, let me just say Zira is my heart and soul. So thank you.
Love it.
She is an amazing woman, like incredible. But yeah, so domestic violence, infidelity, dealing with identity crisis, because I'm a twin. A lot of people don't know that I have a twin sister.
Oh, identical or paternal?
We're fraternal, but we look exactly alike. Yeah.
Got you.
So just dealing with identity and dealing with just going through the perils of being a mom. My son is almost 20. I have a 20-year-old. Yeah. And a 14-year-old as well. So, just learning how to find Char. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm on my own journey.
So I would assume that that's extremely hard trying to find who you are because so much of your identity is tied to someone else. I use the perfect example with Tangerine, all these beautiful women on here today. That is a fact, and you do know that. Anyway, the reason I say that is like I don't know who I am anymore without Tangerine. Like it's been 10 years of a relationship, 12 years of a friendship, and when I got with her, I'm 23 years old, about to be 24. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's one of those things where I found in any relationship, and I think if any good man will say if they're in here right now, Why Romantic Relationships Fail or Succeed is a perfect book for people in love, looking for love, and planning to be in love. Oh, that's what's up, Obadiah. One of those situations, you end up becoming so dependent on the other person for your happiness, for small things. Like I haven't had to wash a load of clothes in 8 years tops. Like I don't even remember how to use the washing machine. So how are you finding yourself? Are you dating? What are you doing when you're dating? How do you speak to the guys or girls that you're dealing with?
Well, this is the thing. I'm not dating at all.
Was that the adult son that you have to just walk behind you?
No, I'm at Tyree's house.
Oh, okay.
We're shooting today.
Oh, wait a minute. It was adult. Go ahead. Keep going.
But that's the thing is I'm finding myself in a way that I never thought even existed. You know, doors have been opening for me in the last 2 months that are they're polarizing. And I really don't have time. Don't get me wrong. I can't wait to find me a nice muscular chocolate man, but they're going to be there. Right now, I have to focus on Shar and find out how to support myself. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 20 years, you know, and so trying to figure out where I'm at.
TT clap for Tay Knightley. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for the love. Keep going.
And it's such a journey that I open myself up to. So the men folk, they're there, but I just can't. I don't want to jump from a long 20-year marriage to trying to date somebody right now when I'm still broken.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've got a lot of baggage.
Is that Tyree directly behind you?
That's Kevin.
Oh, where's Tyree at in the room?
Where's Tyree at? There he is.
First of all, what's up, Playboy? How you feeling?
What's up, fam bam? Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see the shirt, fam bam. Show us the shirt over the one guy.
Move your head. Hold on. Moving back. I know it's your time. I know it's your time. Do you?
All right. So, Charlene, so you're dating but not dating. So what now? What would you say? Are you looking for something specific? Or are you just like, you know what? Let me accept whatever this person is about to bring into my world?
Well, right now, because I'm still trying to find myself, I really can't. I want to be 100% with whoever I deal with, and that's the kind of motivation that I have for anything I do. So with me, I just right now want to focus on me because I
now,
can't.
here's the thing. Let me stop. I'm gonna tell you this because I have so many female friends that often say this. They're like, "Oh, you know, I'm just working on me, and I'm just focused on, you know, getting to that next level." And then 2 weeks later, they post a picture. I found him. He loves my macaroni and all that bull. So when I say this to you, go ahead.
I get it, but most of those women probably haven't been with only one man for 20 years. Like I've been a military wife, so I've spent the majority of my marriage alone.
Yeah,
was gone on deployment. So my situation's a little different. And you know, at this point, I didn't realize that bills had to be paid every month.
Yeah,
every month. Like what? What does that mean? What is this? What is this bill? What is this? What does past due mean?
Yeah.
So at this point, you know, I don't want to be one of those, you know, typical women, LA women that are stereotypical, you know, that, oh, I need a man to take care of this and take care of that. No, I want to take care of Shar.
And I love that. I think,
you know,
and what I mean by that is not so much is just you or LA women. It's literally the thing that we see. It's just you, Lamine, because I literally clicked on it. Anyway, what I see so much is just that, like, it'll be I'm focused on me. I have these goals. I have no time. I have tunnel vision. And a week later, you'll see them posting a picture with a guy, and they're like, "Oh, you know, I'm off the market." And you're like, "Yo, what happened to that thing you said 2 weeks ago?"
Well, I think because they only mean that because they haven't found him yet. Let's be real. If he shows up at my door, falls on my lap, then I can't help but say, all right, you know, here we go. But I really have to get divored first. Before, you know,
so technically you're not even a single woman.
I'm still, So we're probably be finalized within the next, you know, 30 days or so.
Jackie Valentine, let me address this. I'm supporting my man by paying every single bill. It's hard AF. It's embarrassing, but yeah, I take care of my man. Let me tell you something, Jackie. You don't need to feel embarrassed by anything. I need you to know this right now. As a man, I was raised by women who had more money than their men. They made more money than the guys that they dated. They took care of the house and they never rubbed it in their man's faces. I think that's a big thing too. A lot of people rub their finances in their spouse's face if it's a woman and a man, and that somehow belittles the man and that takes away his masculinity. You can support him, and I guarantee you continue for whatever you guys are trying to build, and that will turn one day. My example with Tangerine, she was making so much more money than me in the beginning of our relationship, all the way till about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, about 4 years ago. And then it was like, yo, you've supported me so much, now I'm starting. Then it became a half thing, and as we all know, I pay all the bills anyway. But outside of that, I'm balling out of control. What I'm trying to tell y'all is everything will take a switch. Never feel embarrassed about taking care of your partner, especially if they're your partner, because they're going to be there with and for you. So Charlene, so as I ask you this, you got the grown kids. How would that even go about, even if you decided to date anybody with your children? They're of ages to where they can say, yo, I don't like this guy, right, or I don't want you around this dude because of X, Y, and Z. So how would you even, not even relationship, but date anybody? Like, I don't even see you being able to move outside of anything.
Well, the thing right now is that my kids, I had to move. Like I said, my story is a long one, but I literally just moved to LA 2 months ago. And so my kids, they are with my I call him my husband. So
that's hilarious.
They're with him. He's a fantastic father, like the most amazing father. And they're boys, so they're like doing this bachelor kind of thing going on right now, while mom's kind of in like Shar boot camp. So right now there's really no potential for contamination. But I have no prospects. I'm not interested in anyone.
That's good.
I still have needs like everyone else, but
and how are you? Before I say that, Carl Sanders, thanks so much, fam. Team CT clap for you. Appreciate that. Also, from a person that does not want me to say their name, for the very hefty donation that you just left. A very hefty CT clap for you, fam. Thank you so much. Keep going, Charlene. Now, how are you handling those needs of yourself?
I watch a lot of inappropriate material on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's anyone that knows me personally knows I'm extremely vulgar. So like not being able to like curse and like talk as nasty as I normally do, is a testament of my dedication to your content.
I appreciate you. I see what you're doing. Tangerine says, it will turn if the guy Jackie is driven. If he's lazy and he's used to other chicks taking care of him, or even just his parents, you could be doing this for the rest of your life, girl. That also is true. You run into a lot of not going to be anything guys. I was always going to be a star. Keep going, Charlene.
I was just saying that, I definitely am trying to stay focused on paying attention to my own needs more. And I know this is like a cliche, but I'm really learning how to love myself.
How are you doing that? Like, what does that entail? Like, I think we all hear that, but we never know, what does that mean? How are you learning to love yourself specifically?
First of all, I gave myself forgiveness. I forgave myself. I forgave myself for allowing I trained my family that I didn't matter. And when you are the kind of person I am, that I have such a servant's heart. I give and I give and I give, and I've never taken anything for myself. And because I always thought, oh, it's selfish, or no, it's okay, you can have it, But then I look up and I'm like, wait a minute, I actually have to literally eat too now. Like I don't have a safety net anymore.
Yeah.
So
check your Cash App real quick. First of all, Ace Wealthy. Check your Cash App, Charlene. This is why I'm laughing. First of all, I appreciate the blessing, fam. But the way you typed that comment was like it was about to be a hefty blessing, brother. Thank you so much for the love. and making us see that. Blessings to you, fam. Charlene, did you get something that you would like to?
I checked mines, but mines doesn't say that I have anything. So.
Get up on it, Ace. Now, please continue. So sorry about that. We have to definitely acknowledge the Team CT fan base members all around the world for giving their hard-earned blessings to us. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. I was just saying that I've just learned how to say that I matter.
Mhm.
And it doesn't mean that I'm being selfish. It doesn't mean that I'm, conceited. I've started to decide that, okay, you know what, maybe I am beautiful on the inside. Because people all the time, they can tell you you're beautiful all day. If you don't feel it, or you find, like, I find my beauty is in my heart and my soul. The physical part is just my avatar. I just so happen to look a certain way, which doesn't, I never thought of it as a currency. I never thought of it as something to market, believe it or not. But I got
surprised. You better make you some bread. But
I'm 39 years old, so it's kind of like in my mind's eye, having that setup for so long, and then trying to, like, moving to LA and being single. I've never been single, like, not cooking for people all day. I mean, I'm used to taking care of everybody. And my mom says, Shar, you need to start taking care of you like you take care of everyone else. So that's why I don't really feel like I don't want to create the time to be with a man right now, because I will get so lost in helping him and whatever he has going on, because I'm a very supportive person. Then I'll get caught up in the shuffle and not take care of Shar. And I'm having so much fun.
As you should. Let me see. 420 East Ave just say you're a queen sister. That's a fact. Also, I see this. CT, when it comes to marriage, my mother always taught me to be the head of household. My wife is my backbone. So what I don't have, she got it. I will raise you with this. And also, this goes in line with this. Jackie says sometimes it's hard to work 3 jobs on your own and take care of a household, rescuing animals, and taking care of your own car. I'm not smart on car stuff. First and foremost, the big problem is you rescuing all these damn animals. Let's just start there. I need you to stop taking in all these strays. That's number one. Number two, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to be a rapper or in entertainment or something like that? Like, what is the reason for you paying the bills? I was raised to not only find a woman that hands didn't look like cups, meaning she wasn't always asking me for something, but I was raised to always go get it myself because nobody was going to give it to me. So let's see. Tell her to listen to her mama. Mama's full of wisdom. That is a fact. Jackie says, take care of you. I'm still learning that. I'm only 20. I help literally everyone else because I care about others. It stresses me out. Always care for you, stress killer. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you, Charlene, and I'm going to tell Jackie because it seems to have just popped up. In this world, there are 2 types of people. There are givers and there are takers. You can often switch roles. However, being a giver will always leave you stressed out because you're always pouring, and nobody ever is going to refill your cup. However, if you don't have people to take from that cup, now you're overflowing with all of this uselessness. You understand what I'm saying? So your servant's attitude is a must, but you just have to find somebody who can take from you, but also not deplete you.
Right. You just have to find balance. And that's really key with any relationship. I am very traditional kind of thinker. I'm a military brat. My dad's Marine. My ex-husband was in the Navy. So I'm used to men being kind of like soldiers. Like that's how my mindset was with men. So civilian life, I'm not even familiar with it, period. So like, what do you mean your dad's a plumber? Like, that was weird to me because I grew up with everybody's in the military. So for me, it's the 1st and the 15th, you're getting paid.
Right.
There was no problem. But
also, everybody hit that like button if you are on Facebook and YouTube or Twitch. Hit that like so we can definitely see the progress of all these. I see the people and I appreciate you guys, but I definitely need the likes on the videos to go up. Share it with your friends every time you see me go live. It is a huge help to me and to the community of what I'm trying to build. I appreciate you guys no matter what. Venus says, Jackie, get out seriously. Jackie's 20 years old. She's a vet. She wants to be a vet. She rehabs these animals and gets them to good homes. dreams. It's her passion. I applaud you for that. But also, you're way too young to be taking care of anybody at 20 years old. Like, I'm 30. You understand me? You need to get somebody that also has what you have or is trying to get what you're trying to get. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Let me offer some words of with motivation for
Go ahead.
Because I'm on the other side of the spectrum of that.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud her independence. There's still too many young girls out there that, like you said, have their hand and cup out. I would rather be the one giving than taking, because what happens is when you create a world where you are the dependent, right?
Yep.
That's what you are. You're depending on that person. And then when you are the dependent of goods and resources from whatever, you guys decide to do in your marriage or relationship, when that person is willing and ready to take it away from you, you have nothing left. You have to start all over. So my goal is to encourage these young women or men to get your own. It's okay to share. It's okay to share. We are social creatures. We are designed to be with each other and to love each other. I mean, that's why solitary confinement is considered a punishment, right? We're supposed to be together. However, get your own. Get your own. Get your own. And I want to write a book simply saying, get your own. And it's not about male and it's not about female. It's not about, men should do this, women should do that. No, it's not about that at all. It's about make your own. The determining factor of you wanting to stay with someone that's abusive, if you don't have anything, you're going to stay with that abusive person because you're afraid. Like, I'm living my worst nightmare right now.
What's that?
I am living my worst nightmare, being away from my kids, not having money, no job because of the COVID, living in where I live in South Central LA. I moved from the third safest city in the state.
Hold on. Q's Roan says, hey, pretty lady, the super chat, Team CT clap for you, fam. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, fam. Yes, and your worst nightmare, this is what you have to realize about nightmares. You're going to wake up as long as you want to. As long as you focus on the bad, like, okay, let me give you this, Charlotte. I moved here, didn't have a place to stay, didn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, didn't have anything but $600 to my name, and you were looking at a very wealthy brother. What I'm trying to tell you is, at no point while I was on the bus or slept on the air mattress did I ever say to myself, man, this is it. I knew that it was only going to get better. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know that whatever your life is right now, it's always going to get better as long as you believe it is. If you focus too much on your negative, it will stay exactly negative. Auto Ream, you have to give yourself before you give to others. That is a fact. Wait, what is the question? First of all, fam, don't ever call me Clay. I don't know who you think Clay is, but fam, you refer to me as CT, and that is it. You understand me?
That alone. I'm gonna call him Blitz.
Not at all. I hate when dudes do that.
But let me clarify what I was saying. What I was saying when it comes to my worst nightmare is in my mind's eye for those years that I was in that marriage. I'm at where I didn't want to be, where I didn't ever want to be away from my kids, no job, all of these things that keep you stationary and keep you complacent in the situation that you're in. And then what happens is you start to minimize the abuse, start to minimize the mistreatment, because you're like, oh, it's not that bad. Just because he didn't bust me upside my head every day, it's not bad, So when I say living my worst nightmare, that's what kept me there. The thought that where I would be now. Now, right now, like I said, I'm having a great time. I'm learning myself. It's a transition.
I love it. Let me stop you because we have to get to my next guest. I want you to stick around the waiting room, or if you got to shoot, I'll text you when to come back in. It's about to be crazy. Thank you so much, Organic Charlene. We will be talking a lot more also. Thank you so much for your time, baby girl.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
There she go with the braids. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest, this is the moment that I want you guys to feel. First and foremost, Michael Richardson, CT Good Content. Blessings, fam. Team CT clap for you. I appreciate the love and the support. Also, let me refresh the cash app before I move on. All right, cool. Ace Wealthy, thank you, fam. Blessings to you, Team CT clap. Now, as I say this, my next guest is my musical guest for the day. She is an extremely crazy, dope talent. I was first introduced to her when she did the singing showcase, the CT singing showcase, which is usually every other Sunday. This Sunday will be the next episode. She's here. She is about to sing, and she has one of the greatest voices I've ever heard. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the amazing Jana Brown. Hello, how are you?
Hey, what's up, CT? How's it going?
I love your hair. Look at everything. Look at your background. Look at the outfit. I see what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, without further talk from me, she is about to take us on a journey. You see her Cash App right there. As she gets this screen, I want you guys to hit her Cash App. So by the time she's done with her performance, she can be telling you thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love for Jana Brown.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. No, no, no. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I want to hear is inner visions on replay and sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Thinking we should wait, but we don't really want to. I just want to get away. Sit right next to you. I don't want to kiss you yet. I just want to feel you. I want you around. I want you around. I want you around. I want you around. See, I want you around. No. I don't want to kiss you, yet I just want to feel you. I want you around. I want you around. And thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the amazing comments.
Let me tell you something. Now, I often love hearing you. Look at Natalinos. Every time I hear her sing, I'm blown away. Natalinos is one of the greatest artists in the game. He is so talented with his stencil and paint and drawing. This brother is incredible. Jana,
yeah,
I'm ready for song number 2. Are you ready to do your thing?
Yes, this
Ladies
song
and
is
gentlemen,
really special because I wanted to let everyone know that I have a new single coming out next Thursday, actually. It is the 6th month anniversary of my EP that dropped in February. And so this, I am going to preview this. This is the first time that anyone is ever hearing this. So you guys are lucky. Okay, here we go. It's called Never Been. It's going to be coming out on all platforms next Thursday, 8/20/20. Be on the lookout. Those slips sink ships. No wonder why we're drowning. Wonder why you're still around me when you never take me serious. Instead, you're always clowning. And wonder why I'm always doubting everything you say. You can't take away my pain, crying over love that you never gave. You used every excuse in the book, every excuse in the book. Might as well find one from another page. You can't take away my pain, never gave. Now that the shoe's on the other foot, I hope what you find what you're looking for. You say we're all right, babe, but I know we've never been okay. You say we're okay, babe, but I know we've never been okay. And that's that. Thank you guys so much. Look out for that. What'd you think, CT?
What do I think? I'm over here rocking my head and I'm listening. Yo, that is beautiful. 820.
820, yes.
Let me tell you something. Soon as it drops, I will be the first person in iTunes downloading and paying that so you can get your bread. You understand me?
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is her Cash App right here. Bless her right now. I want to see some Cash Apps her way. Support this sister. She is definitely one of the greatest voices that I've heard. I had to reach out and say, could you please be a part of my late night during the day show? And she said, yes, without question. I'm so honored to have you. Thank you for coming in, yo.
Thank you. Thank you, CT, for always using your platform, for giving artists like me an opportunity. I really, really appreciate it.
Yo, it is my pleasure. I'm just glad that I can be able to say that I knew you right before you popped. I'm like, yeah, believe me. No, we don't believe you. No, trust me. Thank you so much.
You
know I'm gonna be seeing you soon. And I hit you.
Peace.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jana Brown. Hit the link. This is a moment where you can hit the link if you want to come in and ask me some questions. I would definitely love to answer them while I have a moment. Tantra says, nice, Jana. Beautiful voice as always. That's a fact. Let's see. Oh, thank you for that, Bobby. I love your videos. Keep up the great work, brother. Stay safe and God bless you and your family. That is a very, very kind comment. Thank you so much. Here's the funny thing. Prince, you just said, I know CT's wife is low-key beefing, seeing all these bad females. Psych, Tangy is a baddie. Don't call her Tangy. She does not like that. But no, she's the best. She is one of the most, if not the most secure woman I've ever met in my life. She knows she bad, man. She ain't trouble, especially if I got to deal with all these abbed up and abbed out guys she'd be having on her show. Lovejoy the Ridge. What's up, fam?
How you doing, CT? It's actually Lovejoy Etheridge. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Lovejoy Etheridge. What up, fam?
Yo, good, boss. Yo, I love all your skits, yo. I just had to see if I can get a one-on-one with you, yo. Like, I love seeing black people, especially like, Daphne, like all you guys, yo. And like, I've been trying to do something on my own because, like, I've been trying to break out my shell. So, I mean, looking at you and all the other cats, yo, like I've been still trying to do my thing.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you. I'll tell you this, whatever you're trying to do, just be consistent. People respond to consistency. As long as they can count on when you're going to do your thing, they will support you. Your audience will come. You super wild for having your Cash App up, but I'm gonna start you out anyway.
So, I mean, I didn't know if I had to put it like that or did I just have to put Lovejoy Etheridge? So, like, I mean, you don't have to give me anything. I mean, I showed up just for love, yo.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the love, bro. Team CT all day.
Problem.
All right, then. Boy.
Thank you, yo. Don't worry, you're gonna be seeing my videos soon, yo. I got the craziest name. My first name is Lovejoy, yo. Like seriously, that's already a joke right there. Do you know how many jokes I did
man.
Just because Lovejoy? I mean,
make that joke. Do it in a video, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best, bro. All right, man. We got Jackie back here. Oh, she just left. Jackie, I don't know where you went. But let me bring in Lamine. What's up, Lamine? How you doing, man?
Going on? Wow, this is hot. I ain't gonna lie, I've never been on this, but I just want to say sorry for the name I called you, and
it's all good, man.
You give me mad motivation, yo, when like I be seeing y'all videos, you, Tyree, and all them. You feel me? Yeah, y'all nice.
Thanks, man. I appreciate the love, fam.
I really just wanted to know, like, how did you blow off the YouTube or the Facebook platform? Because I'm trying still too, and it's
what's coming, man? I actually made a video because I get this question so much. It's called CT Facts. If you go on my YouTube page or the Facebook, where it's called CT Facts, which is frequently asked questions, and I actually elaborate on the answer that I'm about to give you in full. But in short, man, consistency. And I found my people. The people that you see watching this live, thousands all around the world, which is usually the number is always wrong when I see this, where I'm seeing it compared to where you guys are seeing it. But to be honest, man, I found the people that support my style of comedy. So whatever you do, whether that's comedy, whether that's music, whatever, that's what they will find. They will find you, they will support you, be consistent and be authentic with them, man, and it'll go from there.
Okay, that's good advice. I'm gonna take that. It's like I'm not giving up. I still have hope on everything. You feel me? I got a YouTube channel.
You should, man. Don't give up on nothing. But I got to get to this next person before I bring my next guest in. Blessings to you, fam. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. He's about to go into a third part conversation. Jackie, what's up now?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
If I was doing any better, my name would be Jackie. What's going on with you, baby?
Just chilling, you called me out on the last post, so I figured I would call in and see if I could, get in.
Hey, there you are. And now you're here.
Well, hi. I actually saw your videos about a month ago, and
okay.
Then I thought you were like the funniest thing since sliced bread.
I love sliced bread. I appreciate you.
Laugh at your videos. Like, they're honestly the best.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate you.
And thank you for letting me come in.
Of course, girl. Stay in there watching the show, and I appreciate you for coming in.
And thank you, CT. You have a good one.
You too. All right. Now let me introduce someone that I am a major fan of. This is my guest that I reached out to. I said, hey man, will you please come on and be on CT After Dark during the day? I am such a major fan of this brother. Let me tell you something. Not only has this man changed the world, it seems like every other week he's changing the world. This is a platinum artist. Do you understand me? This brother has platinum sales, gold. I wouldn't even doubt if he had diamond plaques. You understand me? One of the greatest producers, and I'm not saying greatest producers like, hey man, this dude is one of the great. I'm literally telling you because this man does not get the credit that he deserves. He has far greater and wider ranging hits than any producer that I've seen of the last 10 years. That's right. I said it, of the last 10 years. This brother has remixed every viral event that is worth even talking about. As a matter of fact, the events wouldn't even be events if he didn't make them iconic events. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor. It is my pleasure to introduce you to one of my favorite producers of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, you might know him as Sway, but I refer to him as his full name, which is Sway, the Remix God. How are you, brother?
My brother, CT, man, I really appreciate the love. I'm a huge fan myself of you.
Man, dude, you are the best. First of all, let me start. I got to hit you with the question of the day. The question of the day first, before we get into anything. What was the worst date you've been on? What happened?
Worst date? Oh man, that's an awesome question because I had a few of them. The worst date, I was broke, man. The worst I had was I took this girl to Zaxby's to get like a Zax snack, and she was super bougie. And it just didn't go well. It wasn't the second date, and the reason why it was the worst date is because she walked out on me, and not only did she walk out on me, her brother walked in, and when her brother walked in, he was like, hey man, I was just coming to meet you with my sister. She wanted me to meet you, but she didn't tell her brother that that we was gonna whatever. So I'm having to explain to him like, hey man, she just walked out. So now he like, wait, why did she walk out? He was like, hold on, let me go check on her real quick. So she outside. So now her brother come back in, she was like, yeah man, my sister don't fuck with broke nigga. She don't mess with broke dudes.
What?
The clean version of what I really needed to
I appreciate it.
So that this is like high school. So I was like, it's like, how do I even get over this? That was one out of a few. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I really liked this girl, and the brother, the mama don't like you. It's like you're never gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see this girl? When's the last time did you see her after that? Like maybe years later, or has she seen you now? Because I know she's known who you've become. What has that been?
A month ago.
What happened?
You are so impressive. You've grown so much. You know how I go, man.
What?
And,
dude?
I was being an ass. So I was like, you still cool with that Zax? That what we doing? Whatever you want to do. Let's go.
whatever you want to do.
It's yeah, man. I've had my share of women, man. Like, it's. But yeah, man, that was just one, man. I try, and I hate you even brought that up because that's so embarrassing, bro.
No, dude,
Bro,
when you go through that,
bro, like Zach snacks are amazing.
Zach snacks are amazing, bro. Okay, let me get into this right now. First, what was your first remix viral hit?
The iPhone ringtone.
Mm.
You might not know what that is, but it's. I mean, if you go on your settings, you listen to it. I was listening to World Star, and World Star was playing like this. It was just, I don't know who it was. It was this guy that was just playing random remixes, and I was like, dang, let me try something different. And I was drunk, you know. Yeah, I was drunk, and my roommate at the time, he was like, yo, why don't you remix the iPhone ringtone? Everybody knows it is, so if you trap it out, it might do something. And I did, and then it just blew up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, they like this? Let me just remix everything. Why not? Try to do something different.
Man, from what? Hold on, let me stop. Stephen Brown, great time content. Thank you, man. Team C clap for you. Appreciate that, fam. So that's what started everything.
Absolutely. Just a ringtone. The ringtone that we listen to every day.
Now, you're literally the originator of this. I have not seen anybody do anything that you were trying to do until you'd already been doing it. What has this journey been like for you, man? Because your songs attract the attention of the world. So how's it been with these major rappers and singers when they come to you like, hey, I need some fire? Or what is it like when you're reaching out to them?
That's a good question, bro. I think, honestly, that was the goal all along. You know what I'm saying? To be able to reach out to the 2 Chainz and the Wale's and the Rick Rosses and the Missy Elliott's, for them to reach out like, hey, you dope, boom, 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 boom. But, it's a blessing, man. It's a dream come true because you have a million producers, a million DJs. Like you said, you have a million comedians, but the biggest thing is it's so oversaturated. What makes me different? What makes me special? How can I stand out? And this is my way of standing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, you're, man, like, the joy. Also, people don't realize how funny you are just off top. Like, if you follow Sway, bro, I be on IG dying, and it's like, dude, you're not even trying to be funny. Something, so you just say something and throw it away.
Yeah, man, listen, man. As long as people out here doing dumb stuff, man, I'm always have a job, brother.
Facts.
I just take people's pains and turn it into, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it.
Man, what? So give me this. I know you don't have to say the name. Give me an artist that might have tried to sun you, and you don't even realize who I am.
I can't lie, bro. I haven't had that moment.
That's good.
Actually, well, if we're being technical, I have.
Okay.
When I made the greens, beans, tomatoes, Thanksgiving song, you name it song.
Whoa!
She tried to sue me for 5 M's, brother.
She tried to sue you for 5 million?
5. And this is a song that we're gonna listen to every Thanksgiving for the rest of our life.
And Christmas, no doubt. We listening to them for both.
Oh, yeah, man. It was unfortunate, man. But it's just one of them things that when you start growing, you expect everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
So,
man.
But and she they wanted to do a 90-10 deal, and I'm like, well, this sermon, which was never sung until I made the song, was made in 1987. We here in 2016, and I got the whole world from Chris Brown to Nicki Minaj to everybody's like rocking with it because of me.
Yep.
Why would you try to sue me? Why not work with me? Why would you want
Yes.
Why would you give me 10% or something that would never be? It's but it's just like, man, you live and you learn, man.
5 million?
I don't have $5 million, bro. I didn't have $5 million a few years ago.
Bro, that
Yeah.
the delivery.
Real, man. Google it, bro. It's real.
Oh, I know the story. They don't know the story, but it's like that.
Yeah.
So for me, if I'm a person, go ahead.
No, I was just saying she definitely tried to sum me for real.
Man, I worked with her on an episode of Family Time. She came and did it, and we had only brought her. This is how powerful what you do is. She had only come on the show. First of all, she's legendary. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm saying the only reason she came on the show is because we wanted her to say a line where she said the lyrics to the song. So not even the sermon. We want to hear you say green beans. Like that's how far your reach and your impact is, man. Do you, when it comes to your producing, have you mentored any younger producers where you're like, yo, let me teach you this or teach you how to do any of the things?
No, facts, absolutely. That's my main goal now. Is just showing like younger producers that's not getting the love or the clout or whatever you call it. That's the bedroom producers to the real musicians. They'll reach out to me. How do I get started? How do I get a buzz? How do I reach out to other artists? Nobody's hitting me back. That's where I come in. I plug them in if they dope, or even if not where I know you should be. If you got a hustle about yourself and I think you're hungry enough, I'll work with you.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a lot of money, but if I know you're hungry and you're not asking for no handouts and you're willing to work, I'm gonna work with you.
Dude, man, you're so prolific in how you go about things and how you handle your business. I watch how you conduct yourself online, the fanfare. Give me one of your craziest fan moments when the world, because y'all open up where y'all are. The world is open where y'all at, but it's still closed for us.
Yeah,
so in
like
person,
here, bro, like
it's open.
I don't think I could really disclose the crazy. Like 15 here, so man, I'm trying to think of something appropriate.
You know what? Here's the funny thing, man. Go ahead and say it. First of all, the only person I'm really ever worried about is my mama, and she grown. She done probably a percentage of the stuff that I'm even thinking as an adult would do. So go ahead. She didn't hurt it all. Go ahead.
I had a porn star to DM me, right?
What?
So, like a lot of my fans are strippers and porn stars. I'll shout out porn stars, strippers, whatever.
Shout out to both of them.
So the porn star had DM me and she was like, "Hey, this was years ago, but craziest moment I've ever had is the porn star happened to be my ex-girlfriend's stepsister, but they stopped being in contact for a while. So when I was talking to this girl and she found out that I was dating her stepsister, it was just weird. You know what I'm saying? But the craziest part is like, why would Swade the Remixed guy be dating a porn star anyway? But it's like, I've never been with a porn star. I wonder what it be. So we had a family gathering. I didn't find out until we had like a little family gathering. Her mom and dad had something. And we were at the dinner table. I'm like, wait, is that who I think it is? So I'm dating the porn star that happens to be the sister of a girl that I was dating. So the whole family gathering was awkward. It was just weird. But the craziest thing is she knew the whole time. Yeah. But I mean, she's a porn star. She's supposed to care.
Is she supposed to care?
That night didn't end well as you would think anyway. So, I got a crazy life, bro.
Hey, man. And let me tell you something. Keep living. You understand me? Don't you stop living for nobody. This is what dreams are made of. Brother.
I slowed down a lot, though, brother. I slowed down a lot, man. I had to. I have place.
Bro, I'm so glad I don't have a million kids that are running around the world, man. So tell me this. Now, first, everybody who is watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you can hit that link if you would like to come in. You have any questions for Swade, come on in. I'm definitely not going to hold you back. This is the opportunity, if you have any questions, to come in and ask him in person. Hit that link in the description on Facebook or YouTube. Now, for me, man, I'm not even listening to just the tomato joint from Caesar on the holidays. I'm playing that's in my regular shuffle, as along with all the other songs that I cannot play right now because of copyrights that I've bought because you're so dope. Are there any artists that you haven't worked with that you want to do something with?
Of course, man. Man, for real. Timberland, beats, man. I, between us, man, it's out there. You got a million fans. I got stuff with Wiley Ross, man, but I really want to get something like just with Ross too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fan of Future. People like that. You know what I mean? If we talking about legends, I definitely want to get something in with Dre at some point. Dr. Snoop, you know what I mean? That's just a few on my list right now. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. The first of all, I know you get this all the time. Yo, what's your email? I'm gonna make a crazy video so you can mix it up. Let me tell you something,
bro.
I can only imagine how annoying it gets to you when people are sending you something like, "Hey, do this one."
Nah, it's all good, man. I signed up for this, man. That's just relating back to you. You do incredible, funny ass skits. So it's like I can just imagine the emails and DMs you get, like, oh, do a skit about this, oh, blah blah blah. Oh, this is trending. Do it, So
it's
how
crazy.
man. But without the fans, man, what we really be where we at. So I have to, show love. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Let me start with Dante. Dante, how you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice. What is your question for Sway, good brother?
Dante, what up?
I wanna know, have you produced first of all, the iTunes remix, that was fire. I actually listened to that like 5 times on the way to work. That's fire. I just want to know, have you worked with any famous rappers before?
Yeah, man. I just got my first platinum record last year with NBA YoungBoy. It was a song called "I Am Who They Say I Am" featuring Quando Rondo and Kevin Gates. I got 2 with Megan Thee Stallion. Simon Says. What's the other one? It's called Pimpin'. That's about to be gold in less than 30 days. Me and Wale got a ton of joints. Me and Lil Boosie, if you know who that is. Yeah, man. I've been working, bro.
Yeah. Dante, thank you so much for your question, man. Let me come to the next person. We got Chevy the Chefster. What's up, fam? Actually, before you ask that, hold on. Because I don't want to miss that. It was just up here. What was the favorite song of yours that you've remixed? Favorite song?
Fergie.
Oh.
That was fun because she was one of the only people that actually embraced it. I don't think she really liked it, but I think she had to because I think she kind of had to embrace it. But yeah, it was dope, man. I got cool with a lot of people from the Warriors, Boogie, Steph Curry. They reached out like, yo, man, you dope, boom, boom, boom. So that was a dope situation.
I love it. Let me bring back Chevy the Chefster. Chevy the Chefster. What up, boy?
What going on, my brothers? How y'all been doing?
What up, man?
You already know, CT. I'm a huge fan. I'll be watching your skits on Instagram and YouTube. Swed, I got the beats on deck. I see you, my guy, with that iPhone. When I first heard that, I was like, let me make a dance video to this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a small YouTuber, so I do my thing and dancing. My question is though, I'm originally from California, San Diego, but living in Houston, Texas right now. And I was running when it comes to because my dance style is like animation, popping and jerking. Would you ever make a fast beat and add a little bit of techno to it?
Man, I'll make anything, man. Anything that's, in demand, or I like different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, if it's something that's gonna be different and people gonna rock with it, or if I actually just like it personally, I'll do it. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, bro. Damn. Because if you ever do make a fast beat and add some techno to it, I would definitely make a dance video. And I'll put that on Waz. Shout out to CT and Waz. I like that though, CT. That little whole. Ever since I heard that, I just couldn't stop laughing at it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, bro. And I loved seeing you on Tangerine's Shoot Your Shot and her Tangerine's Top Talent on Tuesdays, man. Dope, dude.
And from yesterday, I was so mad because my phone stopped charging, and my phone died on me when I was trying to get Canigua, because that's wifey right there. Canigua is so wifey. And it's like, you know what? I'm guessing my phone doesn't want me to have a girlfriend. So
that is hilarious. Good luck with that, brother. Get you a new phone, because that's the charge. Anytime somebody going through some charging errors, get you a upgrade, good brother.
Peace out, brothers.
All right, man. Lamine, you are next. I see you right now. Lamine, how you doing, brother?
What's up, DJ? Hey, yo, I had two questions, but I guess you answered it.
Hey, go ahead and ask them, man.
All right, so my first question was, I thought that you really just do remixes. I didn't know that you do beats like all around. You feel me? Like beats for producers, beats for all that. But how did you get like collab with iMarquis?
That's my little brother, man. You know, a lot of people want us to beef at first. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too many people doing what we're doing. It's like very rare. And you know, he do what he do. He does it very well, especially with the coronavirus joint that went crazy. You know, and Cardi B.
Yeah, the Corona, it was lit. It was lit.
Yeah, so you know, we had been in talks. You know, we kind of had a little, you know, situation like, hold on, what we, you know, you trying to, you know, boom, boom, boom. But we hashed things out, man, and we decided to work together, man. And you know, I reached out to him like, hey, let's do something, because I have a bigger following, but he still do his thing, so it just makes sense to, you know, work.
To work together, like bring each other up. I get what you're saying.
What advice would you give to up and coming people that are attempting to do what you are doing? Lawrence wants to know.
I think what you said, CT. Be consistent. I think consistency is anything. You know, rather sport, entertainment, music. If you continue to do something, you're gonna get better and better every day. And the better you get, the more people gonna pay attention. That's how I'm at. Because like my first few remixes, that was cool, but I've grown so much because I've consistently done what I've done so much. So now I'm paying attention. Like I could drop a remix about anything, and I'll probably get, you know, X amount of people viewing it, blah blah blah. But
I'm buying it off the top. As soon as you say you got a new song out, I'm hitting that. That's just me, but keep going, brother. I'm listening.
That's it, man. You know, just, you know, being consistent and being serious about like what you're doing and having fun. Having fun is the major key, man. If you don't have doing, stop doing it.
I got one more question. All right, so
before, you got the three form for the one time. Go ahead, brother. What's the next one, man?
I'm saying, the 5 million thing, like how did that like how did you get out of that? I'm saying, you said you ain't have 5 million, but like how did you still get out of it? Isn't it something with the law or something like?
It's called entertainment lawyer, brother.
Okay.
So get heavy in the music, you want to invest in one of those, because that is critical. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen and when it can happen. So you want to have somebody you can trust that's going to have your best interests at heart and that's going to protect you and your, you know, everything that you do.
But
so that,
go ahead, my fault.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I agree with you when you said she should have worked with you, because like honestly, you did like remix her stuff and you actually like blew her up even more. So she should have been like appreciative, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like she wanted to sue you. Like,
let me say this, man. I ain't got nothing but love and blessings towards her and her family. I think she's I mean, it ain't no thing. We all know she's a legend.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Situation at hand that happened. You know what I'm saying? It could have went a whole different other way. You know, CT, I'm pissed off because I forgot to put the dollar sign. Not nobody want to cash out me.
I was wondering. I was like, hey man, maybe Sway, he's straight. Never mind.
But back to bro, man. Like, you know, these type of things happen, man. I was young when I made that. I was a lot younger than what I am now. We talking, you know, almost 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But you know, you live and learn, man. You just grow from it, man. And you know, that was a situation that I couldn't control, and it, you know, that's just one of those things. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, Lamine. Thanks for coming in, man. Super dope. So now, bam. So what is coming up for you, man? How can the people find you? What do you want the people to know about?
Well, first of all, find me at Remixed Guy Sway, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Black Planet, Pornhub, X videos, all that at Remixed Guy Sway. And I have a few records on Wale's new album that's coming out sometime this year. Still doing some stuff for Megan. I got some stuff for NBA YoungBoy. You know what's crazy though, CT? One thing I want out for people like you and myself, the influencers, the comedians, the producers, the rappers, the all artists, people that's making money off the internet, period. Invest in something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I invest in?
What?
Properties.
Mm.
I make more money, and this is just, this
Yeah, it's real.
This is motivational purposes only. I like to put this out. I make money, doing things outside of music than I do with music. Because you gotta, right now with COVID going on, music is slow. Nobody's doing tours, nobody's doing meet and greets, nobody's, that's merch money, all that. So it's like,
yeah,
that money slows down. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you invest? Like, what do you do? So that's just my, opinion, my thoughts and recommendations. Like, if you're making money, especially off the internet, and you're not working a 9 to 5, you need to invest in something because that money can stop at any time.
Yeah, I've been looking at. I'm like, yo, I want to get some stuff in Detroit. I just got to reach out to like a company who can run it after I get the property. But I'm like, it's way easier for me to grab some houses in Detroit than it would be for me in LA. Because I'm like, oh, if I get a house in LA, it's gonna be a house, and then that's it. But Detroit,
bro, I
hold on.
want it so bad, but I ain't. Listen, I need that 5 M's that Shirley Caesar was trying to get before I go to LA.
We got another one. Hold on. Eve is in the building. How you doing, Eve? Unmute yourself, baby.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
You in there? There, you're breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Stay still because it seems like your internet going in and out. Shout out to Nikita Hill. Team CT clap for you, baby girl. Thank you so much for hitting the Cash App. Talk to me, Eve.
How you guys doing? Hey,
Good.
I've been watching you guys. I've been watching I really like Tangerine. I think I'm her twin. I really want to talk to her. I was watching y'all dating show.
Oh, that's all her dating show. All her thing, but I appreciate all the love. I know she does as well.
Yeah, you guys are funny.
Thank you. You got the questions for my man Schwade, the Remix God.
Are you gonna do like a reality show or something, or do you have like a YouTube?
YouTube, yes. Reality, probably not. Because when I think of reality shows, I think I'm gonna have to get a drink thrown in my face. I ain't with all that.
Facts.
I ain't really with the love hip hop thing. But for the right check, who knows?
I love it.
Let me ask you a question. Would you do a reality show?
Oh, absolutely.
What reality show would you be on?
Well, honestly, like me and my sisters, we're like, a lot of people have been telling us for years that we should have a show just because when we get together, we're just, oh, Tangerine, just gave me a shout out. Oh, that's my girl. Oh, by the way, I was trying to get her Cash App. I need to send y'all some Cash Apps because I always watch the show. It wasn't working, so I don't know why.
Well, hers is just $ Tangerine. Her name. Her shows are Tuesday and Thursday. Today is your boy CT After Dark. You understand me? So let's talk about CT After Dark and let's talk about Swade. But I appreciate you for all the love and the support. It definitely does not go on deaf ears. But I like to focus on me. Anyway, what were you about to say, Eve?
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna say, me and my sisters, we're told all the time that we should have a reality show because we're all like totally nuts, and we're Dominican. We're all just. You gotta just sit down with us, and then you'll be able to kind of see. We're all different. What?
Who's in the car with you?
My husband's in the background. He's a Marine.
Hey, first of all, thank you for your service, Playboy. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. For sure.
Keep focusing on that road. I like that. He ain't looked over once. He's like, hey, man, I'm trying not to crash, man.
He's just like rolling his eyes like at me. I'm like, what?
Well, I appreciate you, Eve. You have an incredible day. You and your husband, thank you so much for the love.
See you later.
See ya.
All right. He's like, yeah, all right, yeah, what's up? So what is coming up beside here, Echo? I think that is, let me take care of that. And is it still? Oh, it's gone. All right, perfect. So now you told us how we can find you, man. I love the projects. I want to say, man, thank you for coming in, dude. I'm gonna have you back. It is an honor to talk to you, bro. And I'm your biggest fan. You're amazing, dude.
Hey, man, much love, Black brother. I appreciate you and the opportunity. Shout out to you. Shout out to CT Entertainment. Shout out to Tangerine, my homegirl. Shout out to the whole movement, man. Much love. I appreciate you, brother, for sure.
My man. All right, I'll talk to you soon, man.
Love.
All right. Man, Suede is the best, dude. It's like when you get a chance to meet people. Look at that. I can't say it because I'm not a Marine, but I see what you're doing, brother. I'm not going to repeat that. That's for all of the military out there. Eve's husband is buff. Hey, Eve's husband, Tangerine. She will wreck you. Her and her twin sisters, apparently. He says real chill. He is, man. He's a super cool dude, man. Down to earth. Let me see. Where did this? Let me make sure I refresh the Cash App for the one time. Cool. And where is that name? That name is right there. Okay. Yeah. So one of my favorite things about doing this show, man, is the ability to be able to talk to some amazing people that you guys are familiar with, might not be familiar with, and we get a chance to just kick it and be able to learn the things that I hadn't been able to learn before. And right now, returning back to the studio, one of my newest favorite people, she's back in the building, Cassandra Lee. Unmute yourself. She's shaking the hands. She's kissing the babies. She's right there. So what were you cooking? Were you cooking in the background? I saw you in the kitchen.
No, I wasn't cooking. I was just doing some fruits. I was eating some fruits. Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have to donate a lot for an interview? No, it's not donate a lot. Anytime. I just like to leave that up there because a lot of people ask on several different shows or on several different messages you guys send. And I just like to say we give so much content away for free and you guys aren't able to touch us physically. We can't come out to your cities. We don't have movies out in the theaters. All you do is watch the video, watch the ads. So I like when guests to come on for them to leave their Cash App just in case you guys would like to bless them. It's not a forced thing. I appreciate everybody who does. And I also appreciate the people who don't. And I appreciate the people who just watch. We cannot do this without you. Go ahead, Cassandra.
That's right. We appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that?
Hey, we got to work on something together soon, man.
Yo, here's the funny thing. I love Cassandra Lee. Keep up the awesome content. Look at that. We love you.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I stopped shooting sketches in March because the whole world stopping thing. And I was like, all right, man, I guess I'm gonna wait till it's over. And cut to what are we in August now? And I'm like, man, I'm going to shoot. I told I had the squad on a couple weeks ago, and I said I'm gonna start shooting content at the end of September. So at the end of September, I would be honored if you would come rock with your boy because you are so talented, and I have a need, number one, for your humor, for your look, and I have a need for Latinas. I think I got one on the squad. Morgan. No, not Morgan. Oh man, she's gonna kill me. I'm spacing on her name right now. Doris. Oh, I'm tripping. Doris Morgado, and she's always like on the set of some TV show, even in spite of the whole COVID thing. So I have her, but I need somebody Latin on the squad, and you would definitely murder. And I have so many different ideas that you would destroy. And I like your face just like this. Super soft, you're beautiful with the dimple in the chin, the teeth, your skin, killing it. So as we're in this, what is your favorite sketch that you've done so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite sketch that I've done so far. Okay. I have like 3.
Oh, tell us.
Only because I get this question all the time, and I'm like, oh, but I love this one, but I love this one, Okay, no, the one that I really, really like, I'm trying to block this light over here. Where am I going? There we go.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. Look at you. Go to your right. Oh, there you go. You're killing it.
No, okay, so here's one. Oh, by the way, I just got a Cash App, so I just want to shout somebody out real quick.
Go ahead.
Shout out to, let me get it. Was it Stephen Brown again? Oh my God, Stephen Brown is like a diehard fan. He'd be coming on my lives and showing some love. Stephen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
That's a blessing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Man, I love this community. You have no idea. You guys,
The Team CT fan base is so extremely positive and supportive. It'll blow your mind. Everybody who's watching you now that might have been introduced to you today will follow you immediately in everything you do. They're the best community that I could ever hope for. So they're great people.
And that goes to show you as a comedian, as a leader, as an influencer, as the artist, you're like, you build a huge and beautiful community. So just shout out to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so my top ones. All right, so this one, I loved it, but it didn't do so well with my community. Called Lil Duke. Now, Lil Duke is a boy character that I dress up as, and we call him Lil Duke because he's got a little wee-wee, right?
Okay.
So it's just that, small energy. That's what it is, the comedy behind it. And I love playing this character. It's so funny to me. But, my fans just don't like me playing a dude. I don't know what it is. But Martin could play a girl, Tyler Perry can play a girl, but I'm not allowed to play a dude, apparently.
You know what's funny when you say it? So I'll tell you, because there's a comedian. She's so dope. Her name is Jasmine. She does this guy character. And what it is with her, and I doubt that it's like that.
The same Jasmine? Are we talking about the same Jasmine?
Yeah, black Jazz with the gold hair.
Yeah, Jazz.
Okay. Shout out to Autumn. Thank you so much for the hefty blessing. Thank you so much, baby girl. I appreciate you. It's hefty. Anyway, looking at her do it is wild because when y'all as women do male characters, it's funny because y'all truly embody these guys because all these guys have hollered at you. Whereas, and I'll give you this dichotomy. When men do women, 9 times out of 10, it's their mama, their grandma, or their auntie, right? Because that's what we saw. I don't do any woman characters like dress up, but I'll do like the voice. But when women do it, y'all aren't doing your fathers or grandfathers. You're doing these guys that they know. So when people see it, they're like, I don't like that because they can't handle that. It's
true. No, I'm kidding. I feel like anyone who gets offended says a lot more about them than me. Because like some people have taken it so personal. I'm like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
How would I make this about you? I don't know you. I
love your beard kills me.
Yeah, it's so funny. I love Isaac Woodruff. He's part of the K Squad. I like that. He's a member of the crew over here. So shout out to you. I think I don't know which one he is. I have different memberships. I don't know if he's a K starter or a K crew member. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a dope name though.
Yeah. So that one was cool. It was just fun to do. And then I did one over quarantine because I don't know if you knew this, but I was injured during quarantine, during this quarantine. Yeah. I don't really know. It ended up being what I think it is, hamstring tendinosis. And an effusion in both of my legs simultaneously. It was the craziest thing. And it made me so concerned over my health that I changed everything because I felt like it could turn into something serious.
Right.
So I lost so much weight and everything.
Yeah, you were super small.
Yeah, I lost so much weight. But
killing them. Here's the funny thing, just to interrupt the story one last time.
Yeah.
You're gorgeous, all of these things, and you look amazing, small and trim. You got your jawline popping out, holla at your girl. But you thicker. I was like, this is what's so funny. Whenever you see somebody thick, you be like, oh man, she looks incredible. And then you drop down weight. I'm like, damn, she's really fat. So like you have a universal whatever body. Like you can do whatever you want.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It's definitely something I'm still acclimating to. I don't think I've ever been this small. But I feel my best. So I choose that over anything else.
That's good.
Anyway, but yes, I couldn't walk for like 2 months. If you know me, I know we just met, but like I was out everywhere just filming all the time. And even though it was like quarantine, I could not. It was so emotional, like not being able to just use my legs. Like it was so emotional. And I just wanted to shoot something. So I forced myself to shoot anyway. And the whole skit is just me in a seat playing 3 different characters. I got a mom, me, and then not me. It's like a really New York crazy Latina girl
Yeah.
and then her brother. And I changed his voice so you could really just, it sounds like a man. It's so funny. To me, that's like, and then that one became a GIF. So that's a GIF now.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's so funny. That one was good. And then this one I'm working on now called I Know How to Keep My Man. So I'm dropping a whole season 1 series. This is funny. So I'm excited about it.
Send me, I want you to DM me the one which you playing the 3 different characters in the car. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Just because you sold me on it now. I'm like, oh, I want to see that ASAP.
Yeah. It's in the house. It's an apartment, but I'm just seated the whole time.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
So like, and that's also super dope that you change your eating habits in while you're going through that, because somebody losing a perfect feeling in their legs would cause them to gain and be out of control that way. But you are truly that also shows your work ethic, because there's one thing to have work ethic in content creation or something you're trying to build, but when you focus on your body and changing a habit of eating, that work ethic is so non-common. You know what I mean? That's extremely powerful that you were even able to have that mental strength.
Yeah, I think, my goal in this life as I'm alive is to exhaust all of me. Every gift that God ever blesses me with, what would it look like if I sharpened it and exposed it to the world? Who would it impact? And every single gift, right? So when my legs were gone, dude, it was like I'm a martial artist. I didn't use that enough, right?
Yeah.
I want to dance more. I wanted to sing more. I wanted to act more. I wanted to run. I wanted to flip, all this stuff. And I was like, holy cannoli, like I can't do nothing. And I'm more committed to that vision of exhausting all of who I am than to allow something to happen to me. And like, what if that was it?
Yeah.
I feel like God created us where if something were to happen, our bodies are trained to heal itself. We just got to give it the right thing. So I went in, man, I changed everything. So I appreciate you acknowledging that, because it was definitely hard.
Yeah, listen, I told myself a week ago, I'm like, all right, fam, you ain't doing no fried foods. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna drink no sodas. You know what I'm saying? And nothing sweet. Let me tell you something. I ain't had no soda, but the rest of it, I'm like, all right, man, what am I gonna eat today? You understand me? But I have incorporated the more water thing. But like that, what you did, you changed your entire eating style, and that you're reaping the benefits of that great decision.
Yeah, it's been rough, but I love it. I'm not even tempted anymore. I'm like, I'm more.
So is it vegan, or is it just like plant-based ish?
It's mainly plant-based, but I'm still swollen a little bit. I haven't reduced all of my inflammation. So it's more of like an anti-inflammatory diet. So certain fishes help me, egg whites help me. So those are the only things that I eat that aren't necessarily vegan, but everything else is vegan.
So how is it with the wife, the girlfriend and the husband? Are they also changing their eating habits, or are they like, eat that salad, I'm over here?
Not as much as me. I mean, they've always been pretty healthy, especially my husband. He's been like such a health Nazi, like he's just like, you got to do it. But for me, I mean, they still do what they need to do. Like sometimes they want to cheat and have like pizza. I can't do that. I can't have cheat days like that.
Oh yeah.
So I don't get tempted. I said, go for it. Then I don't really care. They don't. Yeah, it's nothing but a thing.
That is incredible. Hold on, let me bring in. All right, then, boy, I talk to you, man. Keep it smooth. What's up, fam?
Bro, I'm trying to keep it
You in
smooth
there?
half shell. How you holding up, big bro?
Good, man.
Man, I've been sitting here waiting to get in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to write down questions because Cassandra, sweetheart, I'm a huge fan, long-time fan. Really? Thank you, son. Okay. Long-time fan, and one of my favorites. I know one of my favorites. Seeing you in because of how the whole dialogue for the video was the cheating trifecta video. I showed that to my wife. I was like, babe, relationship goals. Like, see, like if they wasn't fighting against each other, we could have won. You know what I'm saying? But my question was, that's one of my favorites, right? And I've seen the little dude. What are some of the videos that you receive the most praise for, or you get noticed for the most? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good. That's a great question. By the way, season 2 is dropping tomorrow. on these channels. So get ready, and you're gonna see some real crazy acting chops. I think it gets really good. And I bring out like my A game for that one. So hopefully that one will be the most praised later. Right now it's the two things that I get the most. Obviously, lesbian homie, because I think that's the biggest thing I'm a part of. So everyone acknowledges me for that. But I don't think it showcases my acting chops in the way that I feel I can do. So I think what really shocked everyone, I don't know if you've seen it, Ghosted. I don't know if you've seen Ghosted. It's a drama, actually. It's a drama, and I end up shooting off the dude at the end. I'm sorry to ruin it. But yeah, that one, I think when I posted that, every single person who watched it was just like, damn, you can act. You're not just, a little skit person. You can act. And that means the world to me. And I appreciate you for just even being a fan and just shouting that out, shouting trifecta out. That means a lot, man. So that's probably my highest praise when it's Ghosted.
That's dope. Look at that.
Chicken trifecta was hilarious. And then the part 2, which where Buddy was tied to the bed and then the girl was in the bathroom. Oh man, when I tell you,
you gotta watch. We did a prequel, so leading up to how me and Virgil met, and he just finished the season, and then it's season 2 starts tomorrow. So get ready for that one.
Now my last question before I go, CT, you messed up.
Go ahead.
I heard somebody else got 2 questions, so I'm gonna try to get in.
Do your thing, brother. Go ahead and ask, man.
My last question is, who would you say has been the hardest person to work with because of how funny they are? You got to keep stopping, and you get more bloopers than actual takes.
Oh man, that's rough, man. Everybody funny. Oh man, but there's some people where we just keep making jokes and keep making jokes. I don't know, maybe Virgil, because with me and him, we like without the camera rolling, we can keep going. And then even if the camera is rolling and we know the scene is supposed to stop, like the director, everyone knows, let it keep rolling because we'll just keep going and something even funnier might happen. And each take, something different is going to end. It's really, I don't know, probably him. Probably. Yeah, that's funny.
He hasn't shot with me. Anyway, yeah, that's great. That was a great question. Keep it smooth.
That was a great question.
Let me see. Ghosted, you got to watch it. Team CT clap for Isaac. Blessings, fam. Thank you so much for the love. What's up, Kaz? Huge fan. I like that. Cass is actually a dope nickname for you. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'm over here saying the full length. Hello, Cassandra. Hello, Cassandra. Cass is fine. Oh, my bad. Ghosted was like, what? Straight fire. Look at that. Yeah. Appreciate you. Keep it smooth.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all for the opportunity. Thanks, CT and Cass. I can't wait to watch season 2.
Amen. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
We got Dante back. Dante, what's up, man?
Just want to say, great fan of yours, Cassandra. Like, I love the get so funny. Your acting is parable. I love the green card skit. That was my most favorite one, most funniest one.
Yeah. Part 2 of today.
All right. 2 questions for you though. First one is, what inspired you to get into acting?
She definitely answered that question at the beginning of the show today. I'm not gonna make her answer it again. You definitely got to watch the beginning of her interview for that. But give me that second question, fam.
Okay. The second question is, what are some other celebrities like to work with? Like, would you ever work with Ayana, for example?
Yeah. Ayana's the homie, man. We're really good friends. We tried working on something, it just never came out. So we're gonna redo it and we're gonna rework on some other projects, but definitely her. There's a whole. I want to work with CT. I tell you, every time I go live on my page, they be like, "When you gonna work with CT?" I'm like, okay,
that's hilarious.
That's gonna happen.
I love it. I literally.
Well, if you do work with CT, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
there it
no
is.
Problem,
Appreciate you, man.
Team CT all day. You already know.
You already know. The funny thing is, like, I think one night I was on a phone with Virgil. We were talking about getting on the game, and I'm like, "Yo, man, what you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, man, I'm just shooting." I'm like, who you shooting with, man? He was like, I'm over shooting with me, such and such, and Cassandra. I was like, Cassandra Lee? He's like, yeah. I'm like, first of all, tell her I'm in love with her and tell her I'm in love with her talent. And he was like, all right. He's like, yeah, he says he's in love with you, in love with your talent. You were like, whatever. And I was like, she doesn't believe me. And I immediately was like, I gotta get her a part of everything that I'm doing. So now from this moment forward, trust and believe you'll be involved in everything that I do.
No, I appreciate that. I'm just glad we met. Usually I like to wait till we meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rooting for it. You know, I was like, God will bring it together. So it
Yeah.
happened.
Absolutely. I am so honored that you came here. Tell me more of what's coming up for you. How do people can find you?
Yeah. First of all, follow me, Cassandra Lee, the Cassandra Lee, on Instagram. It has underscores in between everything. You see the K, 2 S's, YouTube, Cassandra Lee, Facebook, TikTok, all of it. And yeah, what's going on? We got I Know How to Keep My Man season 1 coming out soon.
Hold that thought. You're getting a piece of advice from Sid. He says olive leaf is good for her. Check it out. And you get a Team CT Clap fam. Thank you so much for the love. Now continue.
Yes. Yeah. So I Know How to Keep My Man is coming out soon. We got the Cheating Trifecta season 2 drops tomorrow on King V's channel. Smash for the Green Card on Jahan's channel. Part 2 just came out. And yeah, man, we got shows and movies and things y'all ain't even ready for. So just be ready, because those 2 months not being able to work, you best believe. Now that I'm walking, now that I'm moving,
your
girl's gonna be coming out hard, man. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yo, didn't know you. How do you not? She's literally perfectly Latina, and the hair and her, well, the accent is definitely a mix of Latin accent and East Coast.
There you go. There you go.
How do we tell us to join live? It's always in the description, fam. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, it's in the description. The link is right there. As a matter of fact, Lawrence, if you would like to come in right now and ask a question, click that link. I will try to wait for you. But yeah, Cassandra, you are super dope. This is the first of many, and I'm definitely gonna have you back on CT After Dark as well. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, bro. I really do. This was fun. I think you killing it. You have a great hosting vibe right here, man. I love it. Your voice is great, and you do so good. You're very personable. And
thank you so much. When is your birthday?
My birthday, November 19th.
So that makes you a Sagittarius?
Scorpio.
I have not had the pleasure of meeting a woman Scorpio. It's always been like dudes.
Everyone is a Scorpio. It's crazy. Everyone, yeah. Like I feel like we should all do a big birthday party. Jahan is a Scorpio.
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio. You have Troy. You have Efran. You have Jamal, the creative. Bonnie from the comedian. Everyone. It's a lot of people.
Facts. Yeah, you are super dope. Are you in the Valley? Yeah, you in the Valley. You in Woodland because you just moved from the marina, which is how. Now, tell me that before you go. Moving from the marina, what was the motivation behind it?
Okay, so I mean, I love the marina, dude. It was so good. It was like a nice little oasis, you know. Yeah. But it's so far from everybody, you know. And I just wanted to be moving a little bit faster. And King V and I partnered on a lot of stuff, so we want to get to moving quicker with a lot of our projects. And then my girlfriend's family is a lot closer, so it just made more sense. Plus the space. Okay, I got a full-fledged like. A lot of content is gonna be created here. This is gonna be a good like, you know, jumping board. So I'm really excited.
That is so dope. I think I couldn't live anywhere but the Valley because I experienced the Valley first, and then going into LA, I was like, it was so noisy and so many people on top of each other. Valley spaced out, and you could just do everything.
You're not far from here, are you?
No, I'm in Burbank, but technically, like basically the I'm right at the bottom of North Hollywood, right before Hollywood. So Burbank, that piece, not the old white Burbank.
Yeah, I lived in Burbank. Actually, that was like my first.
Word?
We were homeless for like the first 6 months living here.
What? Now, where did y'all stay while you guys were homeless?
Oh man, this is crazy. We was trespassing.
What?
Don't tell nobody. Yeah, public storages. Don't tell nobody. We live.
Hey, I'm just getting something out of my car out the thing. We gotta move some boxes.
Yeah, we was living in a public storage. It was insane. It was just me and my husband, and we would jump that fence, you know, and we would sneak in and unlock our little storage unit, and we had like a little mattress on the floor. What? And we would crash there, shower at the gym. We was living it, bro. It was crazy.
That that story right there, before I even really got heavy into entertainment, the conversation that a buddy of mine had with me, his name's Barry Stallworth in Detroit, Blackberry. He works with Ha Davis. He's, he said, yo, man, you're not going to make it unless you have a story to tell. When you get on Oprah's couch, which at the time it was going to be Oprah's couch, when you get to Oprah's couch, you got to be able to tell them something you've been through. And when I got to LA, I was homeless. And it was like, I knew that was the beginning of my story that I was going to tell on Oprah's couch. So what you just said is exactly that. You hop in a fence to sleep in a storage unit, you and your husband grinding. It's also good that y'all didn't have a girlfriend, because she would have looked at y'all like, y'all need to get
right.
That's a blessing. Like, you're going to achieve and continue to achieve so many amazing things because you have a story to tell.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, man. I mean, that's all that kept us going is that fact. We knew this was just a part of the story, part of the story. It was rough. It was rough. And I remember our last time in the storage unit, we couldn't even afford the storage unit. Like, that's how broke we were. Wow. And they kicked us out. They found out because we hadn't paid. They locked it with their own lock. And I remember being so tired, and we had no car. It had gotten repossessed twice. And I remember going in. We were like walking all the streets. It was in Burbank. We were walking. So we were so tired. We get to our lock and we can't. And I was exhausted. And I remember crying. And I couldn't. I was trying to break that lock because I just wanted to sleep. This aluminum wall and my mattress is right there. I just wanted to sleep. He ended up catching a fever that night. Ended up getting pink eye. We was laying on the floor. It was bad. It was so bad. And I will never do it again.
Yeah, and you won't, I guarantee. Well, first of all, you also know way too many people now that even if it got bad, you could just crash in their crib. But that is wow. I'm more like Braden just said, the respect level went up 2 million. Love you for your dedication and your belief in your dream. I agree, because it's one of those things where my mother raised me to be transparent, to always, let people know your story, because you don't get an opportunity to know what somebody's been through unless they tell you. And so many people there's a balance. There's the balance of saying your story too much to where people are like, you're like, hey, yeah, can I get $1 because I'm hungry because I ain't ate in 3 days. And then it's hey, what's going on with you? Oh, just going through it. Well, what are you going through? Well, and bop, here's the story. Is that balance of those two extremes that are the deciding factor on, you might say something that somebody can help you or change your life. And people feel the difference on when you're being authentic and when you're just being somebody that's trying to get something from somebody. And I think when you were going through that, people knew the difference. They knew you were going to end up where you are and where you're going, as opposed to just somebody who doesn't accomplish anything.
Right. For me, like we hit it because I had one family member here, but the last time I saw him before moving was 3rd grade. So there was not really, now we're like really tight, but I didn't want to come here and be a burden to someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And plus I didn't know, like I always knew, and I'm still not where I want to be, but I always knew I am going to do this. It was never like, maybe I'm going to try. Never. If you meet anybody from my childhood, this is always what I said.
Yeah.
So I knew, but I didn't know how soon. So I didn't want to like get help, not knowing if I really can, pay them back or give back to them. I needed to know I could just do this. You know what I'm saying? And so some people may say it was unnecessary because I probably could have just called him and it probably would have been fine. But you know what I mean? But like, I couldn't do it. I felt like I just really needed to go through it. And there was a reason. So
your light is shining through your screen even more than your talent has. Even before us talking today, like your light is extremely bright, and I'm feeling your power, and that is so dope of a thing to have. Like, that's a blessing, yo, man.
I appreciate that. Like, you're confirming just what I feel I started this for. You know what I mean? Like, my talent is is just the door, but I really want to be a beacon of light to this world, you know. It's just the talent is gonna get them to know who I am.
Facts. All right, man. Cassandra Lee, you have helped make my day today. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
We will talk soon. I'm gonna text you after I wrap this. I appreciate you, baby girl. Say bye to the people.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everybody.
All right, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being in here. Thank you so much for supporting me the way you guys do. This is CT After Dark during the day. And don't forget, this Sunday will be CT's singing showcase right back here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 3 p.m. I will be having some of the greatest singers from around the world. The pot is already crazy. I'm going to be giving away a lot of money. And with the help of the Team CT fan base, we're going to bless somebody for coming in here and sharing their gifts with us. It's going to be singing, not rapping, not dancing. None of that is going to be singing. The CT singing showcase. I'm going to post a flyer on Facebook, YouTube, and on my Instagram. Make sure you check that. I can never thank you guys enough. And I want to leave you with these words. Always look up, because looking down is not going to get